Okay, I'll share my screen now. Okay. So in the last 2 days, what we are discussing regarding DB utilities, Databricks utilities. So inside the DB utils, we have talk about few of the things, right? Wait, let me execute one more command. And yeah. So these are the Databricks utilities we have. One is credentials, data, FS. FS means file system. Jobs. Jobs is related to when you schedule a job, when you schedule a notebooks, then you can see it with respect to the jobs. Okay. Library. Library is used when you install a new libraries, means for an instance, you are working on Python and you need to install some libraries. So at that moment, this particular thing is used. You already know, right? I have already discussed how you can take the. Okay, give me a moment. Actually, I'm facing this issue since yesterday. It is continuously logging me out. If give me a moment. Okay. Okay. So if I click on upload something, okay, select, we can select the folder to which you can upload and you can do that, right? Similarly, when you want to install any libraries also, you can do the same way. But since here it is not showing up all, now it has showed all the things, okay? So inside the compute, inside the cluster, you will be able to see all the things. Here, if you see libraries, correct? So here, install new. If you click on install new, you can select whatever the library source you want. You can select and you can upload the thing. Okay, whatever you are uploading, it should be depending on any one of them. Okay. PYPI is for Python. Mostly we will be using. Okay. So this is how you can install any libraries whenever it is required. Okay. So apart from this one, what else we have discussed? Uh, Yesterday we have discussed on DB utils mounts mainly. Correct. So before directly jumping into it, we shall check all of them. Okay. Notebook. What are all the utilities we have seen? We have seen the data utility, but it is still in review. And we have seen FS utility. We have seen notebook utility. We have seen widgets utility.
Ma'am,
Okay. Today. Yes.
ma'am, your screen is not visible.
Oh, my screen is not visible to everyone.
Oh,
Okay,
ma'am, it's
give
fine,
me.
ma'am.
Okay. I think you can rejoin back and check if it is okay or not. The one who has a concern.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay. So everyone could see my screen, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. So data utilities, FS utilities, notebook utilities, and widget. We have seen all this. Out of all this, widgets are used to parameterize your notebook, correct? And notebook utilities. Inside the notebook utilities, you have two things. One is exit and other is run. So you can run a notebook from another notebook. That is also possible. And what else we have seen in FS? So FS plays the key role because here you could see in inside FS you have again two things. One is mount and other is FS. So that's what we have seen yesterday, right? So in FS we have seen CP. CP means copy. Head means it will read all the data. LS means it will list the contents of a particular directory. Directory in the sense you could say it as a folder, okay? MKDIRS means creating a new folder. MKDIRS, make directory, okay? MV means move, moving a particular file from one location to another location, okay? See, difference between copy and move will definitely be one of the tricky question. Copy will copy the thing, means in source and destination also the file will be available. But when it comes to move, what it will do means when you move the file, only the destination will have the file. The source, when you are all when you have moved, the source will not contain the file, okay? And the other one is put. It will override the complete data with whatever you have given. We have seen all of them in practical. Remove. It will remove all the file files or in a directory, whatever it is, it will remove all of them. So we have seen all of them, and we have seen what is mount, what is mount, mounts. Mount means it is a bridge which helps us to connect the data bricks to our external resource. In Azure, we will say Azure storage account is the one, okay, from where we will be retrieving all the data. Correct. So mount we have seen, mounts we have seen, refresh mounts, unmount, update mount, all these we have seen. Correct. So the syntax we have taken as this dbutils dot fs dot mount of. So here you have three parameters. One is source, other is mount point, and the last one is extra configs. Correct. So source is source only. Mount point, when you say it as then mount point is a destination kind of thing. We will see. Okay. 1 minute. Okay. So see, my Databricks is always getting logged out within few minutes. Okay. So I have shared the notebook. So everyone have this notebook, right? So see, source and the destination point will be inside your Databricks. Whatever the mount path you have given, there the folders will reside. It doesn't mean that it has all the data of storage containers. Okay, what it will do, it will just append the data only, but it will generally don't have the data. Okay, this is the major thing you need to understand and remember. Okay. Is this the same thing happening for everyone or only me? It is getting logged out every time
Yes, ma'am. For me also, ma'am.
for you also.
Ah, yes,
Hmm.
ma'am.
Okay, we shall check once on this one in Google what is the issue and why it is getting logged out every time. Okay. So source what it will start from WASBS, Windows Azure Storage Blob Storage. When you say storage account, it is a blob storage only. See, wait, I will show you the things. Okay. Inside the storage account, if you see data storage, see here, containers are there, file shares are there, queues are there, tables are there. So these are all the things we have. Okay. So containers means it's a blob storage one. Definitely. Okay. File shares. It will have diverse of file shares which have been shared by other teams. Okay. Containers will also, containers, your team will also have the containers and the other team will also have the containers, and it will not collide, but file shares are different. Okay. Queues when it queue when you will understand this particular thing only when you work in real time. Generally for any message, see, you are getting some notifications from Amazon or Flipkart, right? Saying this sale is going on, and every hour they'll say 7 p.m. deals, 8 p.m. deals, all these will be right there, right? So when you deal in real time on all these one, so queues will be helpful to retrieve all the data of that particular data. Okay, tables are in the relational database tables. Okay, these all we will look into it later, but for now, so remember that one thing, it is WASBS means Windows Azure Storage Blob Storage. Okay, and you need to give the container name and storage account name. .blob.core.windows.net. Here, whatever you have written, it will be the same in extra configs also. You will write. Okay, mount point, it is up to you. Whatever the folder structure you want to give, you will give that one. And in extra configs, if we have two types of mounts. One is with respect to access key and the other is with respect to SAS token. Correct. So when you are using the access key, you will be writing as file storage.azure.account.key, means access key. When you are utilizing that one, it will be there. But when it comes to SAS token, when you are using the SAS token, SAS dot, it will be like SAS dot. Okay. And when you are using the account key, fs.azure.account key dot storage account. See, when you're using access key, you will write only Azure storage account name only in the extra configs. But when you are writing a SAS token, when you are implementing the SAS token kind of thing, then at that moment you will write fs.azure.sas dot container name and also storage account name. You will be writing two things when you are writing the SAS token one. But in account key, you will be writing only one thing, that is storage account. Okay, clear everyone? And this particular extra configs is like a dictionary kind of thing. Key and value, both should be there. So this is considered as key and this is considered as value. Okay. So every time, be it anything, be it a SAS token or a access key, every time this acts as a key only. But only thing what changes is this particular access key of a storage account or a SAS token. Yesterday, we have seen how to take the SAS token from a storage account, right? So shared access signature is what the SAS token is. How to generate this also we have seen. Allowed resource types. We will allow all of them and create a generate a SAS token and take it from there and paste it here. Correct? And when it comes to access keys, what we have done, we'll show the value, copy it and paste it here. Okay. But in real time, what we have seen is in real time, it will not work because it is a very case sensitive information. And if anyone is having access to these notebooks, that will be displayed and it is a violation. So this is not the correct method which we need to do. So today I will explain you how you can create a secret scope. Secret scope means keeping the things in a hidden way, means hiding the sensitive information i- inside the Azure Key Vault. So Azure is having in Azure, each for each and everything you have one tool. Okay. So for storing the things, you have storage account. See, I'm telling you one of the tools, but you will be having more, many more like this. Okay. Azure storage account we have discussed. And second one is Azure Key Vault. See, by the names itself, you will understand what is the importance of that particular tool. So first one is Azure storage account. Storage means it will provide the storage. Second one is Key Vault. Key Vault means it will take all the sensitive information and it will hide it, means it will encrypt the data. See, whatever you are inside the key vault, when I go inside the key vault, see here, keys are there, secrets are there, certificates are there. Okay. So you will be able to understand the significance of each and every object in Azure Key Vault when you work in real time. Okay, don't worry on keys and certificates as of now. But remember, there is a secret here. Okay, secret means whenever, see, I have created one. See, whenever you create something inside your Azure workspace, it should be meaningful. Means whatever the name you are giving, it should be very meaningful. Okay, so this is the Azure DB training KV. KV means Key Vault. If I create a storage account, create it as a SA. Means with the name itself, it will tell us it is a key vault, it is a storage account. So you need to habituate that particular thing. Okay. Either KV should be at the end or prefix or suffix, whatever it is. Make it a habituate. Okay. And also, whenever you create a secrets, also make sure that you, whenever, not only you, see, don't think from your end. Okay. When you are working in team, everyone should understand what it is. So, see, Azure Databricks training access key means this particular storage account access key I'm storing here. If you click on this one, you will be having the information about that one. Okay. See the current version. This is the format how it is displayed. If you click on that one, see secret identifier. This is the one through which you will identify what secret it is. And here it is a secret value. Secret value is nothing but the access key we have stored here. Okay, this is how you will be creating the secrets and storing all of them. Okay, when you work in real time now, you will definitely enjoy this process, like creating each and everything is a building block. Okay, when you are working on one tool, you will be able to understand each and every tool in depth, like what is the significance of this, what is the significance of this, why we are using this. So each and everything you try to understand. Okay, and correlate, then only you will be able to uh, handle all the things. See, here you can set the activation date and expiration date also. Let it be for now. Okay. So in Key Vault, I have created one and I have kept it in a secrets. Okay. Now that I will be showing you how to create a uh, secret scopes and how you can hide the things and retrieve the values using this Azure Key Vault. Okay. I'm actually in this Databricks community version. It is hard for me to show you because it is not supporting this Azure Databricks thing. Okay. That's why I have created one more workspace inside this particular Azure. So inside Azure, Databricks. So this is the one I have created. And See, storage account, secret key, sorry, storage account access key has been stored in Key Vault. And in Databricks, you are referring to Azure Key Vault key and getting the data from storage account. See how these three are interlinked. Just try to understand the connection between each and every resource which we are using now. Okay. Databricks need to take the data from storage, but it cannot retrieve the data directly from the storage account. Why? Because all the keys are getting exposed. In that case, what we have done, we have created a key vault, which will hide the secrets, means which will hide the secrets. So in Databricks, you will be connecting a storage account using the key vault authentication. So this is how these three are interlinked. Okay. So let me check if the compute is still active or not. Yeah, it is still active. So whenever you want to create a scope, see here also, if I click on the secret, so whatever you are using in Azure Databricks workspace, you need to append this particular thing, hash secret slash create scope. Okay, so this is what you need to append. But in Databricks community version, it is not getting opened. Okay, I'll try it here. Okay, just go to the workspace, remove all the things and paste it this way. What? Hash slash create scope. When you say create a scope, S should be capital letter, C should be in small letter. Okay. So this is what you need to do. Let me click enter and see what it will give me. Hmm. The reason why I couldn't show you all this is these few times it will work and sometimes it will not work. For no reason. Hmm. See, the reason why it didn't work before is I have given create a scopes, but it should be create a scope. Okay, each and every letter what you are giving, you should be very careful while you are working. Okay, hash secrets slash create scope. Okay, this particular thing you need to append after the URL. Okay, I'm just pasting it here for your reference. Anyways, I will show you. Because why I'm sharing you this means I may not be able to share the notebook which I am using in this Azure Databricks. Okay, so that's why I'm sharing you that particular information. Scope name. I can give whatever the scope name I want. I'm just giving the test scope 1 as a scope name. Okay. Manage principal. Take all workspace users. Okay. Who can manage this particular secret scope means all workspace users I'm taking. Okay. See here, it is asking the key vault name, DNS name and resource ID. Let's get it. Go to Azure training. So this is the Databricks account now. Go to the key vault. In this key vault, below if you see inside settings, you have properties. Go to properties. See vault URI and resource ID. These are the two things what it is asking. Vault URI. If it doesn't know what keyword it should refer, you will never know, right? That's why. So one is keyword URL. Second one is resource ID. What is the ID of that particular one? So let me copy paste this also. Okay. Let me create this one. See, I'm explaining you one more time. Okay. Scope name, be it anything, whatever the scope you want, you can create on your own. Okay. And manage principles should be all workspace users. And DNS name is nothing but key vault URL. Where you can get it? You can get it from properties of key vault. Okay. And second thing is resource ID. That one also you will be getting it from properties of a key vault. Okay. Clear everyone? Okay. I'm going to create it. Okay. It is saying that the secret scope named test scope 1 has been added. Okay. So you have created one, and it is also saying manage secrets in a scope in Azure Key Vault with managed principal users. Means it is saying like who can manage this is all users. That is what. Okay. If I click OK, again I couldn't see this particular screen. Means I never come to this particular thing where there is no UI for this secret scope. Okay. See, if I click OK, it has been disappeared. Let me close this. Okay. See, again, you cannot list the scopes which you have created using UI. UI means user interface, means whatever you are seeing here, that particular thing you couldn't do. That's what I'm saying. Okay. Let me create one on notebook. Okay. So, see, secret scopes are of two types. One is the thing which you are seeing now, means keeping the secret inside the Azure Key Vault and then utilizing the same thing. In real time, we will be utilizing this only. Second one is uh, Databricks backed secret scopes, means all the things, whatever, be it a secret or whatever it is, it will be in Databricks only. It will reside in Databricks only. There is no need of going to your Azure Key Vault and retrieve it. Okay. But there is a catch that this particular Databricks secret scopes are two types, correct? One is Azure Key Vault 1 and see, this is the AI assistant. This has been added to Azure, what Azure Databricks. So it is what it is saying is it is just like your Chat GPT. So whatever the thing you have given here, it will take the thing and it will show you how you can do it actually using the CLI. Okay. This is the particular thing, Toggle Assistant, which is helping us. See, not only this one, if going forward, if I get any error also, it will take all the things on its own and it will suggest you what are all the ways we have. So that is one enhancement which has been come up by the Azure one. Okay, Azure Databricks. Okay, but this particular thing, I'm using the just a trial version and all. That is the reason why I got, I believe. But in my project which we are using, doesn't have this feature. This is just a preview version which I got maybe, but this is what I want to show you. Okay, let's not go into this. Okay, Azure Key Vault, Azure Key Vault backed scopes, and second one is Azure Key Vault backed scopes and Databricks backed scopes. So in secret scopes, we have two, Azure Key Vault and Databricks. When you say Azure Key Vault, the secrets are residing inside the Azure Key Vault. When you say it is Databricks backed scopes, the things are residing in your Databricks. But the thing is, to work with the Databricks backed scopes, you need to install Databricks CLI on your system, on your local system, and then only you will be able to work. That's why I'm not explaining you this particular thing. Okay, because everyone will use this only, and this is the major thing. But only thing is you need to know that we have two things, and out of two things we are using only one, and why we are using only one also you have an answer, because it is a Azure Key Vault one and it is having a UI. That is the reason why everyone will use this particular thing. When it comes to Azure Databricks backed scopes, it requires Databricks CLI, which Databricks CLI is nothing but you have command prompt in your system, right? Everyone, each and everyone will have it. CMD, this is the command prompt, right? So when you install the Databricks CLI, you will be able to work inside the command prompt and do the things. That is how it will work. Okay. So for now, let's not talk about this one and the first one. So we have created a secret scope, and how we have created, we need to append a, how we have created, we have appended secret slash create scope to the URL, to the Azure Databricks URL. Okay, so this is how we have done. And now we are going to see Azure Key Vault backed scopes. We have created a scope, and now let me take a mount point which we have created yesterday, and let's not reside on this one because it is getting signed out every time. Okay, so we'll do one thing. Okay, dbutils dot fs dot mount of. So mount of is having source, mount point, mount underscore point, mount point, and the other one is extra underscore configs. Okay, this is a dictionary one and is a key value pair. Okay, let's take each and everything now. Source, Azure blob store, Windows, Azure storage, blob storage, Right? Now I need to give the container name. The container name inside this particular storage account. Inside this storage account, data storage containers. Let me take input, okay? Input at the rate container name. Let me copy paste this particular thing. Okay. Dot blob dot code dot windows dot net. Okay. Blob dot code dot windows dot net. So now we are going to take the mount point as, see, in this one, I don't have any mount points actually. See, Hive Metastore samples. Samples are the one which have been given by Databricks to us. And this is the system. Okay. Let it be. See, NYC Taxi and this one. These are the databases through which you can use and utilize the things, and you can just work on it on this one. Okay. So this particular thing. And to do one thing here in the workspace settings, advanced DBFS file browser I have enabled now. Okay, you must refresh for this page. Okay, let me refresh it once. Okay. So see, now I got the thing which is browse DBFS. Okay, this is delta sharing, this is external data, this is browse DBFS, and this is the thing which through which you can add the data. So this UI is little bit, very, very little bit differed with the community version of the Databricks. This is the Databricks original one. And when Databricks integrated with Azure, that is Azure Databricks. So it is little bit different. Okay, don't worry. Where are we? Inside the workspace. So mount point, correct? Slash MNT. I'm giving this as MNT only. And storage, blob storage, I will give as blob storage. Slash input, okay? So this is my mount point. And extra configs, I will be taking fs dot azure dot account key dot account dot key. Now we need to give the storage account name, that is Azure Databricks training. Dot all this. Okay. Now that you are into this one, see, this is little bit very, I will not say complete tricky part, but little bit tricky now. See, before you have given an access key and you have given SAS token, but now you need to take the value of the secret which is residing on key vault. For that, what you can do is dbutils dot secrets. See, why it is always generating this particular thing. Dbutils dot secrets dot help of. Okay, inside the secret utility, what are all we have, we shall see. So get, we have get bytes, list and list scopes. Okay, I have created scopes, right? So let me see how what it is. db utils dot secrets dot list scopes of. Okay. See, I have created two. One is the test scope and other one is the test scope one. Okay, I have created two of them. So both are we got the things in list. Okay. Now get is what it will see here. Here only you will be able to see. Get of scope, which is a string, and key value. Means you need to give the scope value and also the key value. Now dbutils dot secrets dot get off. Inside this one, I'm going to give the secret name, that is test scope one. Okay, test scope one. And keys, with what name I have stored the secret name, that one I need to give. Go to the secrets here. Let me copy and paste it here. Okay. So this one should also be in quotes. Okay. See here. If it is a string, definitely you need to keep it in a quotes. That is the thumb rule you need to definitely follow when you are working. Okay. Else it will throw you an error. Uh, So I have given the source, mount point, and extra configs, right? So in extra configs, what I have given this particular key value, which is the same one, account key only. Na? I have taken. So fs.azure.account.key, Azure Databricks training dot blob dot core dot windows dot. This is same. And now to get the secret value, what we are using, dbutils dot secrets dot get off. And I have given the scope which I have created today, and also the one which is a secret name. It is not a secret value. It is a secret name. Identify the difference between secret name and secret value. Okay. Secret name. It is just giving you the name through which you have saved, but not the original value. Okay. Let me click enter. Okay. So successfully, see, we got error. It is permission denied. Invalid permissions on specified key vault. Okay. So what it is saying is, uh, directly you cannot take the things like this. We need to provide some permissions on key vault. Means Databricks should be able to access this particular key vault, na? That thing it is saying. But I tried my best to add that one in role assignments, but I couldn't add it to show you. I could only see my name to add it, but Databricks version is not getting added. But in general you will be able to see, but since it is a trail version, it is not popping up for me to add that particular permission. Okay, that's why I couldn't show you. Here also see it is saying autofix error has been on, and it is saying make sure this particular thing is referred in code valid and review the name of the secret. So all these things it is saying, but the original thing is Databricks should have access on Key Vault, and that particular thing I couldn't do it because it is a trail version also. But see, this is the syntax, how you can retrieve the data using Key Vault. Okay, I'm just copy pasting. Okay, let me not copy paste it there. Let me copy paste in the notebook which I'm going to share you today. Okay. Okay, I'm copy pasting it here. Okay. This one is for Azure Key Vault. I'm not sure what happened to this all of a sudden. Since some of us also having same issue, maybe uh, any preview version is deployment may be going on. That's why we are facing this issue. Let's wait for another 24 hours. Why, if the issue still persists, no, we shall check it over Google. Let me try to see what I can do by tomorrow, okay, to resolve this one because every time it is logging out and creating issue. Okay. So apart from this one, yesterday we have seen one more thing. Diverse file formats. We have seen all the things, correct? What we have seen the loading of the data from CSV file, reading the data from CSV file, and writing it also we have seen. And be it read or write in CSV file, it is the same way you do it for text or any other one. But one thing you need to catch is the data when you're writing, it is stored in a partitioned way. So that is the catch, major catch you need to have every time. Okay. And what we have seen yesterday, we have seen CSV file, JSON file, how you can read it. And also JSON, when you are considering it from the data source, which has been provided by the Databricks, it is retrieving correctly. But when you are retrieving the data, something which you have implemented means I have taken one file yesterday, if you remember or not, it is a kind of address one I have taken, correct? So I have taken that one and uploaded that particular file here inside the catalog. And when I'm reading it, I couldn't read it. But when I enable this particular option which is a multi-line one, then at that moment I'm able to read the data from the JSON file. So this is how you can do when you are manually uploading any JSON file. Okay. I mean, when first you can try in such a way, just read .json off like this. If it is not working, just enable this particular option. Then you will be able to read the JSON file. Okay, clear everyone? So we have taken the JSON file, CSV file, text file, TSV file, we have seen. Parquet also we have seen. So all the Parquet files will definitely be in a partitioned way. So it will reduce the data to 75%. And it will enable so many options, means so many options in the sense when you see reading the data also, it is in partition way. But still, when you read it like this, you got the data directly a folder. When you read a folder, you got all the data what we have. Okay. And there is one more thing, when you write also, it will be in a partition format. What you can do, you can see it has created partitions on its own before you create a Parquet file. But when you manually say partition by manager ID and gender, what it has done, first it has partition by manager ID, and inside each partition of manager ID, you could see gender again, correct? We have seen yesterday, right? So it is in file store, temporary tables, inside Parquet, AMP Parquet. Okay, so we have created first with the manager IDs, and after that we have also partitioned with respect to gender. So inside each and everything, see gender again. This has been partitioned like this. So for ID 1 and -1, we have only male employees. But when you see the second one, we have both male employees and female employees. That's why here we could see two partitions. So this is how it works. But generally, when you look into something inside the Parquet file, imagine that you have a lot of data, big data. So at that moment, definitely when you query something, you will apply filters, right? Means you want the data from a specific uh, city of USA, let's say New York. Okay, then what it will do in it may have all the countries inside the USA. It will have all the countries data. And apart from that one, inside each and every country, you have states and again the states have the cities. So if you partitioned in such a way that all of them will be retrieved, then what it will do, it will so what it will do, it will search directly to the New York one. It will not search each and every partition, but it will directly go and search only the New York one. So that is how it will be when you partition the data. So partitioning the data is also very helpful in real time. That's why I have showed you how you can partition the data when you're writing it in Parquet file. Okay. And reading the data also you have seen. Okay, let me do one thing today. What I told you yesterday, today we will be loading the data, what we have seen to our Hive metastore tables, correct? So let me do it quickly. Literally, this is testing my patience today. So let me copy paste the thing. So firstly, we will be loading the data. Um, loading the data to Hive metastore tables. Okay. Hmm. So we already know one way how we can load the how we can load the tables, correct? That one way is see here I have employee DF. So what I can do in this case means just for this particular table, how I can load this particular data which is in data frame to a relational database means inside the Databricks means. So let me create one particular table first. Okay. Let me use the database. Use database EMP. Okay. And now create table. Table name, let me give as employee. Employee table. Okay. Okay, so whatever all I have is EMP ID, name, manager ID, department ID, gender, and salary. So same things you need to see. You can load the data in two ways. Firstly, you can load the data by creating a schema, means creating a table and then loading the data, whatever we have into that particular table. Second thing is directly loading the data without creating any schema. We will see both of them. Okay. Firstly, I'm showing you the method one. This you all know and you can identify the differences. Okay. Integer. Let me create a table. Okay. And then EMP name as string and is ID. So integer and dbt ID integer and gender string. Salary as beginned. Okay. So I have created a table now. Okay, I have created a table now using the EMP1, EMP database. And now what I can do is, see, you have a data frame, right? So let me create a view for this particular data frame. Okay, EMPDF dot create or replace temp view of. Let me create a view like employee. Okay. So let me click enter. Okay. Give it as a string format. Okay. So a view has been created, table has been created. Now what else we have? We can insert the things which are in view into this particular table. This is one of the format. Okay. Insert. Seriously. Actually, we have discussed almost all the things. Maybe in next, it will not take much time to complete the syllabus. Okay. So, uh, mostly next week and another 3 sessions after next week may be required. Apart from that, I don't think major things are required to tell you. So whatever you can do in this case means revise each and everything whenever you get time. Okay, revise it and get me all the questions whatever you have. Okay, and for the assignment which I have given you, I will share you the answers. If required, I'll explain you the answers also, but try it from your end who has not done. Okay. Databricks is just a workspace, but understanding the workspace is required when you work on any language. See, inside the Databricks, you have Python, you have SQL, you have R and Scala. These are the four languages you have. Okay. So, be it any language you work on, you definitely need to know the limitations of Databricks workspace, right? So, in our course, what we have learned PySpark. To which level it is required, we have learned. But remember one thing. See, if you're writing a long programs in Python inside Databricks, it will get executed. It will be easy for you to get the answers also inside the Databricks rather than what you do in your what in your college. Maybe you might be working in a Jupyter notebook or whatever it is, correct? You might be need to install Python and Jupyter notebook, and what are all required you need to install, and you need to set the environment variables, everything, right? But here now, everything what is required will be taken care by the Azure Databricks workspace. So with the language whatever you are choosing, it will take all the necessary things. Okay, so that's how it is working. Means you are utilizing the cloud so that it will have all the required things. Why it is not working? Even if I type something, I cannot add new cell also. Uh, okay, remember the things, whatever I have told you. Okay, it is not really big thing which you don't understand, which you couldn't do. Always think in such a way. It is something which is really new. When you do it for the first time, it will be little tough. But when you do it continuously, it will be easy for you. Okay. So that is how your confidence level should be when you are learning any new technology. Okay. In the beginning of our course, so many people joined. But mm from this week, I'm seeing only very less people. Maybe you are very passionate about this one, that's why you are here. But this definitely works out when you practice a little bit on this one. Okay. So, what I have done, I have created a view, I have created a table. This is just a schema. Now I'm inserting the values here. Okay. How I'm inserting? Insert into the table. What is EMPM? Employee table, correct? emp dot employee table. You can write values and then you can insert the data, right? Like one, comma, ram, and something like that you can do. But now what I'm doing, I'm just creating a table from out of a data frame. So select star from employee. Employee is a data. We have created a view out of a data frame. So I'm just selecting star because I have created a table with the same schema. Employee ID, employee name, manager ID, department ID. Oh, gender. Yes, I have created gender and salary. So, what are all it is there? I have created with the same, and now I'm taking select star from this one, insert into table and select star from employee. So, this is how I can insert, right? This is the one thing which everyone knows. Hmm. Okay. Now, number of affected rows and number of inserted rows, 7 and 7. Okay. Now, if I'm showing you, select star from in today's session, more than what I have explained this concept, more than that one, I logged into this many times. When you compare it, you will see when you see the recording. Select star from again. Select star from emp dot employee table is the one which we have created, right? Let's see it. Hmm. See, all the data which we have inside the data frame has now been into this particular table. This is one of the method. Okay. This is method one. Method one. So this is method one, which we all aware and mm, well-known method which we have discussed now. Now let's go to the second method. Okay. See, that is from data frame we have done. Correct. So when you see the CSV file also, when you want to load the CSV file also, you can do the same thing. Create it into the data frame and then first of all, you see the schema. df underscore csv1 dot print schema of. Okay, it will show the data and also the schema. Understand the schema and with respect to the same schema, create a table. Okay. Hmm. So this is having okay, the headers are not there for this particular one, but it is also having the same thing. One and employee ID, name, manager ID, department ID, gender and salary. I think it is the same thing, right? Okay. We'll do one thing. We'll create a view for this one also, and we will append. See what I'm saying? Append the data to that particular one. How you can do that one? df underscore csv1 dot create or replace temp view. See, global temp view is different from temp view. Okay. Create or replace temp view of what temp view you are going to create is emp underscore csv. Okay. Let me create it. Okay. Now what I'm doing, I'm using the same statement. Insert into table emp dot employee table, select star from emp underscore csv. Okay, let me execute it. there are two things when you are loading the data. One is appending the data and the other one is overwriting the data. Okay, we will see the difference between both of them. But whenever you write something, insert into the table, it will just insert. It will never check for whether it is already there or not, removing the duplicates and sorry. So it will never overwrite the data. It will always append the data. See, let me show you now the data. Select star from emp dot employee table. See, each record has been created twice because we have inserted it two times using CSV and other one is using data frame. But both are of same cases we have seen. Na? So similarly, whatever you have done for CSV, you will be, this is method one. Okay. You can use the same process to create a Parquet file. I mean, to load the Parquet file data or to load the JSON file data or CSV, TSV, whatever the format is. This is one of the method. Now we shall go to the second method. Okay. Method two, which you might not know. Okay. So in method two, what you can do means here there are two things to load the data. Very simple method, this one. Okay. Let me use Parquet file data. Okay. Because CSV we have already seen. Na? So let me use the Parquet file data. So this is the Parquet file, right? Okay. Let me copy paste the same thing. Hmm. Let me copy paste it quickly and show you. Okay, let me quickly. So this is how you have read the data. Now what you can do is see df dot write dot mode of, in this particular one you will see overwrite and you will also see uh, append. Okay, now I'm writing overwrite. Okay, so overwrite you have seen. Now df underscore Parquet, right? Overwrite dot save as table. See, you have this particular one. This is how you can just on a fly, you can create a table. Okay. What we can give this as rating. Okay. Rating table. Parquet. Okay. So see, remember this particular thing. df dot write dot mode. Mode can be either overwrite or append. It can be of two things. And you are using save as table. And just you are just creating it. Hmm. It is saying it has created. Let's see. Okay. Go to catalog. And see here, rating table parquet. It has been created. This is very simple, na? Than the original method we have used. This is very, very simple, right? So remember this particular thing. Df underscore packet, whatever the data frame, that is data frame dot write dot mode overwrite, and this one. Let me quickly show you how you can select this one. This will work as same. Select star from mp dot rating table packet. Okay, let me limit it to 10. So this is the rating we have, and this is the review. So we have this is the big data. Actually, we are taking this particular data. If you remember or not, we are taking this from Databricks Workspace. That is the reason why today I'm taking only 10 records just to show you. Okay, isn't it easy? The second one, easy, right? So remember the syntax, how you can do it so that it will make the process easy for you. Okay. So data frame dot write dot mode overwrite and saving as a table. Okay. Now that we are in this particular one, let me quickly show you how you can append also. What append will do means out of all the data which you have, it will append, overwrite. Every time you do this one, what it will do, it will always delete the complete data and rewrite write it again. So that is the difference between overwrite and append. Clear, everyone? So it is clear, right? Yeah, okay. Thank you for your reactions. So this is the two modes we have. Ignore also we have. It will just ignore the thing what you are writing to, and it will just do its thing. But majorly, see, when I write over here, it is saying options to include append, overwrite, error or error if exists, ignore. Silently ignore this operation if data already exists. So this is how it works actually. Okay. So these are all the things you can try on your own and check the results. Okay. Append and overwrite are the two things which we generally use. Okay. So this is method 2. And now we have seen uh, two two methods. Let me show you one more thing. Okay. See, today we have seen two methods, right? The second one is creating a external table. Remember one thing, creating a external table, loading the data from local, loading the data from HDFS. Okay, these are the three things. Uh, See, let me explain you few things conceptually. Let's not go into in depth of this in practical. Okay. First one is loading the data from local. Data from local. Okay. And second one is loading the data from external table. Loading the data from HDFS. Okay. This is HDFS is again a different thing. Hadoop data file system. Okay, this is one method. Okay, before looking into all of them, let me tell you quickly. So local means from your local file system, you are loading it into your Databricks directly. That is one method which you can do. But remember one thing, this one we will not be using in practical majorly, because no data in cloud will be residing on someone else's system. Everything will be in cloud. Okay. But for you to know what are all the methods we have, I'm just explaining it. Okay. Loading the data from local, from your C drive, D drive, everything. You can do it. But to do that particular one, you need to install Databricks CLI and do things. So I'm just excluding that one. Okay. Uh, Second one is external table. I will explain you this one in practical. Okay. And the third one is loading the data from HDFS, Hadoop data file system. So in order to load the data from Hadoop file system, you need to install the Hadoop locally, and then through Databricks CLI, you will be able to work on these particular things. So most of the times, we will not be using the first and second method, sorry, first and third methods. But this external table, how you can create an external table, how you can do it, we shall see it now. Okay. So external tables. So external table is nothing but, let me show you the syntax. It will be like same, create table, table name. Let's see it as, give me a moment. I will be back in 1 minute. Okay, I'm back. Okay. So how you can create an external table? Uh, the syntax is external. Create table, sorry, create external table. Create external table, table name as EMP external. We shall create this particular thing. So from the CSV file we have, right? We have data frames. We have multiple data frames where we have CSV files, right? So let's go to any one of the one and pick one CSV file and create an external file. But I'm facing some issue, invalid or missing CSRF token. Inside DBFS, I have data inside tables. Yeah, bit request sample. Huh? Okay, let me copy this particular one. Okay. Mm. So Let me show you what it is there inside that one. Spark dot read dot CSV off. Let me remove this DBFS. It will show. So inside this bit request sample.csv, I'm having something like this one, ID and this particular thing. Na? So only one particular column I have. See not on the value. Okay. Um. Okay, but this is not what I'm expecting. Let me go to any one of the sample folder. I don't have anything. Let me pick this particular one. When you don't understand the data, na, you cannot work on it. So let's try to, okay, let it be. We'll do one thing. Only one thing, ID, and it is only asking for ID, right? So we'll create the same thing. ID, comma, integer. Okay. And we shall say that take this particular thing from location of this particular one. Okay. So what it will do, it will take the data of this particular external table from this particular file. Okay. Let's see what it will do. Cannot read. This associated location is empty and also not a delta table. Okay. Cannot create a table, it is saying. Na? We'll do one thing. Let me create a data frame. We already have one data frame, right? What it is, which is having id.csv. In this particular id.csv, I didn't mention anything. Let me go back to this folder and show you. ID is not having anything. Just to show you how it usually looks. Okay. So ID is having this particular data. Okay. Now that we have this particular file inside this one, how you can just create an external table, we shall see. Okay. Let me create it. Cannot create a table in association with emp external. Oh, okay. It is saying that it cannot create a table inside the database, which is EMP. But ideally, it should create an external table out of the EMP database. But let me not use this sample. I actually tried creating the external table. It succeeded, but most of the times it will show error when we do it. Not sure what could be the reasons behind the things. In my workspace, it worked. Let's see. Tomorrow, if you all are facing the same issue, try to check it in Google whether this is the global outage or it is for only us who has created a community version or what. Okay, everyone should check on this issue and let me know what is your findings tomorrow. Okay, because I'm facing this issue and one of your friend is also facing this issue, definitely you will also face this. Okay, so check it and let me know. Initially, I thought it will get resolved in 1 or 2 hours, but this is remaining since the whole day. On account of Independence Day, maybe this is going. Uh, I cannot do anything actually. 1 minute. Okay. It's really not working. Even if I operate on something. This is really tough when I'm in a screen sharing session and it is really important to explain you something and I'm facing these issues. Okay, let it be. It's not working at all. Let me refresh and try it once again. If it is not working now, let's close this today. And tomorrow, see, try to join as early as possible, okay? So that we will be having some time to discuss a few things what we have discussed and walk through and go with the things. Okay. I don't think it is working. It is working now. So even though I'm not using this particular database EMP, it is showing as EMP dot. That's why I couldn't show you how you can create an external file, external table. But tomorrow, in the first and foremost thing I will do is I'll creating this particular thing before creating any database and all. At that moment, what it will do, I will show you. Okay. And okay, let it be. So, what are all the things we have discussed today? We have discussed about mounting the things when using the Azure Key Vaults we have discussed. And second thing is loading the data into Hive Meta Store tables. Two methods. One is the general one, which we all know, creating a table. And for each and every data frame, we will be creating a view and loading the data to that particular table using this views, right? So we have seen that traditional method. And second one is directly we are using the df.write.mode and then save as table. So that is also taking the same database. See, every time you should not be saying that it will go into the same database. It may go to the default database also at times. I simply tell you like one thing. Today we have used it EMP. That's why it has gone to EMP. But in general, it may go to default also when you create a table. Okay, so be cautious to which database it is going on. Okay, so that one we have seen, and we have tried to see this external table. It is the same syntax, but I couldn't show you today since I am facing this issue throughout the session. Okay, tomorrow we'll be discussing on this one. Okay, thank you everyone. Good night.